This, oh, big ribbon. I'm using my cell phone now.
Yeah, you're fine. You're good.
I'm using my cell phone now. So,
Okay.
yeah. So now
Wonderful.
I'm going to
Yes.
look for
Hi.
the.
Live from New York. It's your host, Dr. Sherry Mamjara Taal. And joining me today from Belgium is our reggae ambassador from Gambia, West Africa, King Sillah. Welcome, Your Majesty.
Greetings, sis, greetings. I am very delighted and happy to be here with you.
Wonderful.
And greetings to everybody.
Wonderful. We're going to share the link before we get started to our wonderful viewers. We'll let everyone join us, give them a minute to join us.
Niks. Is niet verbonden? Okay.
Okay.
No.
All right. So, welcome, viewers, to the Vibe Africa podcast here on the Vitalize Africa YouTube channel, where we bring you the rhythm, the culture, the voices that makes our African continent so unique. So, King Sillah is our special guest today, and he is a reggae artist who is not just a reggae artist. This is a gentleman who possesses a voice that is reminiscent of the great Nelson Mandela, who is known for his powerful voice, charisma, and a sense of conviction that will captivate your soul. So, personally, I feel King Sillah's voice reminds me of Peter Tosh as well. It's a voice that's been described as powerful, distinctive, and soulful if you ever listen to Peter Tosh. And I feel that King Sillah has the same type of timbre in his voice as these two, important leaders and singers that we've, gotten to experience in the past, right? So, uh, you know, Peter Tosh had like a gravelly voice, a tone that conveyed passion and conviction through his reggae music. And so, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the one and only King Sillah to the Vibe Africa podcast today. It's a pleasure to have you here, King Sillah. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I am very delighted to be here with you. I'm happy to be here with you and all the listeners from Vitalize Africa.
Yes. So this is our new podcast. It's called Vibe Africa.
Vibe Africa.
Yes. And King Sillah, I was telling everyone about your voice, and it has a certain timbre to it that reminds me of Mandela and Peter Tosh. How did you develop this quality in your voice? Were you just born with this? Or because there's artists like that guy that sing Mr. Boombastic, a Jamaican artist.
Mr. Zaggy Banta.
Which one?
Zaggy, Mr. Boombastic.
Yeah, that one. But his voice is not the real voice. He just like creates that voice for his stage. But you have that natural timbre, that quality to your voice. It's like an elder statesman voice. Even though you're a young man, you have a voice people, feel comfortable with and listen to. How did this how did this develop for you?
It's good you say young man because I don't feel old. When you talk about the voice, I don't even know how to explain. That is just me. And I think people who are close to me see me as someone who is singing with his talking voice or something like that. Here and there, I go high. When I speak, sound a little bit lower, and the rest, that's just me. I don't know how can I explain it otherwise.
It's very distinct. Your voice is very unique. So I don't know if anyone's ever told you this, but that's the first thing I noticed when, I heard your music. And your music, you're primarily singing in Mandinka, but you are using reggae to get your message across to
Exactly.
the world. So this is quite fascinating. Your music carries a rhythmic vibe, and it also delivers that powerful message, whether it's unity, social justice, politics, your eloquence and the emotional weight behind every word. It's like a voice of wisdom. That's what I'm going to call your voice, the voice of wisdom. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All I know is I'm doing everything from my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, everything I sing about is what I mean, how I think, and how I feel.
Okay.
And exactly like you say, I talk more about the social problems and the hopes and yeah, um, everything positive.
Thank
Yes.
you. Yes, we appreciate you. So, how do you see the role of reggae music and your voice promoting that positive change and unity in Africa and for all of us here in the African diaspora?
Well, it is like this. Maybe the way I grow up and the time I was a young boy, all that I see and hear. And reggae music was like the voice for the neglected, poor, or disadvantaged, or anyhow. And it is the music that is giving me the message I love to hear after discovering it, talking about social justice, political justice, and be a young man. I mean, you know the story about Madibu, Nelson Mandela being loved all these years, and you hear Bonnie Wailer sing about it, Peter Tosh, Yusundur, and so many others.
Right.
And I always love my traditional music, to the max. I
Okay.
am proud to be one of them, Mandingo. I mean, having the kora, the 21 string instrument, the balafon, the djembe, and so many other things. But most of the time, the songs goes for the kings, the queens, the heroes, and fightings that I don't think like. I'm thinking otherwise. How do we go forward? I always think how we go forward. So when I hear the reggae music and the message, like Pilatos, and they really touch me. And I think reggae is the right channel for me to deliver my message. And yeah, that's what I try to do.
Yeah, so we were talking last night as a warm up for today's podcast
Mhm.
about you telling me that what you're doing would be considered Afro Reggae. And we did talk about, yeah, that they've already taken that term in Brazil and they're using it and they're promoting certain movements with Afro Reggae. So now we have to, call we I looked it up. They said Afri, AFRI reggae is available as a genre. So we're doing Afri reggae with an I, okay?
That
So
is fun.
yeah, we're claiming it. We're taking it. Thank you, King Sillah, for opening up this new pathway, all right, in this new genre. So as a Jamaican myself, I was born in Jamaica. A lot of people, that I met in the Gambia, where you're from, they were born outside of Jamaica. I did meet a couple of people that were, you know, actually born in Jamaica. So I have firsthand experience of living in a place that's identical pretty much to the Gambia. And we'll get to that, how things went for me when I visited the Gambia. We'll get to that in a minute. But
Mhm.
let's stick with our talk about reggae, our conversation about reggae. I consider reggae to be the voice of the people. It's a tool, yeah, that educated us. It educated me because a lot of things,
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't learn in school. I learned through reggae music. So reggae music, it's used for social commentary, history lessons, love songs, get your booty on the dance floor or dance hall, right? There's Afro beats that's trending now, but there's nothing more multi-dimensional. You know, everybody's wondering, will Afro beats take over reggae? I don't think so, because reggae is so multi-dimensional, right? What's the message that you would like to share about, you know, reggae music and how it's here to stay? It's nothing. I don't know what your thoughts on it. Let me hear what your thoughts.
I definitely think the same. I am not against any kind of love song. I listen to love songs. I also love some reggae artists singing love songs. I mean, I'm a fan of Coco T, for an example, and Paris Hammond
Right.
for me, and things like that. But the message in the reggae music that will make it stay forever, because there are things that I mean, if you listen today, and things that are from like 30 years ago, you listen them today, I mean, you see that what they are talking about is what is happening now. And those things will stay, keep awakening the people. And while some lovers kind of music will be trending now, but after some years, they will not be there anymore. So I love soul music. I like things that are emotional, but then like 20 years ago, soul music, you hear it a lot everywhere. And now it is still happening in a different form, but less.
Okay.
Reggae, it don't stop, it keep going. Because people need it. Some people need it like a form of survival, a form of power to keep you going. So that will keep it going.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you heard it from King Sillah, viewers. Reggae is the gift that keeps on giving.
Yes, that is it. That is it.
So King Sillah, tell our viewers about the rich musical traditions of West Africa. You know, I was talking to my husband. He was telling me that each tribe in the Gambia has pretty much like their their way of doing things, their assignment. And for your tribe, if you they inherit certain things. And music is something one tribe might do, another tribe might not do, because that tribe inherited it from their ancestors. But you're from a tribe that wasn't musical. You didn't inherit, you know, the musical skills. How did that go when you decided, I want to do music?
Well, that's maybe a long story also, but I'm going to try to make it as short as possible. Passionately, my father is a very passionate musician that I did not witness. So he was playing drums and singing.
Okay.
But he was bound to do that because he's not from a griot family. Like back home, traditional music are played by traditional musicians who will sing to praise the others and also for other entertainment reasons. And he had to stop doing that. And but then because he loved the music so much, I grew up seeing different musicians coming to our home playing for my father. And I can also remember he is the first one who bought me my first cassette that was Positive Vibration from Bob Marley. And I also can add this to it, like some years ago when I was back home for holidays, I had an acoustic with me hiding in a corner in a room somewhere where in the evening I played some music. And I think he know it from people. He come to me, say, you don't have to hide that song. This is not your fault. You don't choose that this, you are this, because I am this. I had to stop it because of the society, but I'm not stopping you, you know? So I grew up with music, and being a very emotional and social concerned person, And then the music become a way for me to bring my emotion. Like even if we walk in the farm, I'm singing. Sometimes I have to shut up because people are tired walking and I'm still singing. And then at some point, I actually stop really singing, but inside me, I'm singing. So when I get the freedom to do it, far from the cultural barriers, and I say, okay, here I am, I play music. But this is in me all the time.
Yeah. So this is your passion.
Yes.
Oh.
Indeed, yes, because yeah, just like now, I mean, I get from music, but I'm not really surviving from it. From it, I respect my family life, my working life, but nothing can take away from me, my music from me. Every boss I work for know that he have this, and nothing can stop that.
So do you play any instruments?
Yes, I do. I mean, I'm not a specialist of
Yeah.
anything, but my experience is before I recorded the first album, it was a little bit difficult when I had to tell the musician what I want by singing things with my mouth. They try to play it. That was a lot of struggle. And after that, for so many years ago, I said, okay, I'm going to do this myself now. So I start with my favorite one, but that doesn't go with singing. Bass, I love bass. That's the first instrument I buy. And then I said, nah, cannot play bass and sing. And then I love piano so much. So I start to learn piano, the basic, just to play the chords. And then I see that, well, I like playing piano, but I like singing more. And by singing, you need to be standing, not sitting. Then I start pick up the guitar. Also, again, just learn the basic. So then those basics help me to make it easier to make new songs.
All right.
Of course, I make new songs, and every time I make a new song, I meet my piano player and the first place. I mean, to make a digital version of the song. Then we can record that. I put a guide voice on it and send it to every musician to practice it or listen to it before we get together to practice. And at that place, sometimes I go with my chords like in the little bag. This is what I want, and the man will say it very nicely. He's very diplomatic. I think, I think the key, we need to make it higher. Or maybe this chord is better. Yeah, those things happen with it, but then I do the basic. Yes, I play little instrument, not so much. I play instrument on stage. We are a few times when it was urgent due to absence, I pick up guitar, but I rather just sing rather than playing guitar and sing.
So your band is made up of mostly Europeans. They've embraced you over there in Belgium. Have you been on tour to the Gambia, or are you just doing better in Belgium as a reggae artist?
The last one, yes, especially in Belgium here and Holland. So I personally do things in the Gambia, but it's like a playback. You play sound, you sing along. I attempt to play there with a band for a concert that went wrong for some reason because of the materials not being available. But then I did some concerts there, but was playback. But then especially more than one time, of course, I do a tour there and then one gig at Serekunda H Park. For the rest, mostly I'm playing in Belgium and Holland. Yes, like in my band, that is Hard Works Band that I formed, every musician now is actually just a Belgium native of a kind. Yeah, Belgium native. And I also have another project, which is a side project, where there is only one Belgium and the rest Ghanaian, Suriname, Senegal, Guinea, Sierra Leone. But that is like yeah, that is like South Africa, I forget, before she killed. Yeah. Okay.
Sounds like the United Nations over there. Your band is
Yes, yes, yeah, that is really multicultural, and then, if we will do something together next summer, I think a Kenyan also will contribute in the backings. So, but then my main band is the composition is all Belgian. African people play there before, like piano, trumpet, percussion, backings. But sometimes, due to circumstances beyond our control, not many African people can keep up with the ups and downs, the kind of job situation they have, the kind of family situation they have. Some of them just don't have the discipline enough to keep it going on. And yeah, that make it like end up with only Belgian people from my main band Hartos that exist for like 22 years.
right. So how
Yeah.
much interest do the people in Belgium have for reggae music?
Well, a lot, but it is not like Gambia, but a lot because many eventments invite us to go and play. Most of them, they are like a multicultural events that invite us to play. But sometimes, like the next gig is typically a reggae place. They call it a culture lab in Netherlands. That means a cultural lab.
Mhm. Okay. So for all our viewers out there, especially those who might be watching us from Jamaica, and if you're wondering what it's like to live in the Gambia, West Africa, let me just say, I consider it to be little Jamaica, okay? Uh, when I land in the Gambia, reggae music's playing everywhere. The taxi drivers are playing reggae music, every one of them. Uh, they're walking around talking patois, you know. Uh, there's like couple, two, three Jamaican restaurants by the beach, and I'm sitting there wondering, am I in Jamaica? You know, so
Yeah.
they're just so and it's probably in our DNA, you know, we're just so connected like that. It's like we're one, you know. When I go
It
to the Gambia, I feel
is,
like we're one.
it is like, how do you call it? Reggae is part of part of our culture in a way that sometimes some people are even against it because it is pushing other cultural music away. Because young people, especially boys,
Right.
to make them happy is reggae music. Because you know, music in general is a brainwash something.
Yeah.
I mean, something you hear from childhood, anytime you hear it, that's what you feel better. So
Okay.
you grow up with it. Like our, you know, sometimes more than our traditional, our cultural music. So
Right.
people grow up with it. And Jamaica has been always a fascinating place for Gambian people. Some people in the Gambia, if you ask them, who is the most popular or non-reggae musician in general in the world, um, they will not tell you Rolling Stone. They will not tell you Marvin Gaye. They will tell you Sisla or Bob Marley and or even Peter Tosh, you know, because for Gambian people, every good musician come from Jamaica. Every good music come from Jamaica. Yes, for our case, definitely yes. And we all know a lot of music started in Jamaica. You talking about ska, calypso, rock steady, and I mean roots reggae. I mean roots dancehall, and you can name it dancehall, and so all these, yeah, you know, yeah. For Gambian, Jamaica is the home of music, and yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like I'm home. I came back home when I, you know, came to the Gambia, and yeah, I can you know, how would you say, relate to the people there. It's like it's part of my DNA. I go other places in Africa, but I feel like Gambia is home. Some people might feel Ghana is home. And the Ghanaian government is welcoming back a lot of us that left through the slave trade. The Gambia, Senegal, that was the area where our ancestors left. Ghana, of course, Nigeria. So now the welcome from your people, it just, means everything in the world to us, The Ghanaian government, they're welcoming people, but I don't know if the Ghanaian people are really into all that, but I know the Gambian people are. So now we have to get the Gambian government to be more, welcoming as well. So
well, I think they are welcoming. I don't know how things are there right now politically, but I know the former president, he in fact sometimes I even find it much because he in fact invite reggae artists for our general cultural events. I mean, like the guys from Morgan Heritage, like Cicela Colonji, I see them with the man and some others, So, I think for a Jamaican, you can easily and happily live in Gambia. I heard from some other people, and I believe, especially people who've been in both places, roots reggae is more listened in Gambia than in Jamaica. Is that right?
It's true, because when I go to Jamaica, they're playing hip hop and they're playing everything except reggae. I'm like, what's going on here? And I just, this is just part of me. Reggae is just part of me, and I want to hear more reggae. So, of course, I'm going to fall in love with Gambians when they, give me what I want, and they're just so hospitable. I just love the Gambians. They it's a peaceful place. It's not fast paced. They, they just have a lot of rich culture and a lot of good vibes. And it's just easy breezy. Most of the times once in a while, you hear something ridiculous, but yeah, they're very special people there in the Gambia. And I do appreciate it. I'll stand by. Go ahead, King Sillah.
Yeah, sometimes there are some things that I think must not be the way they are. For like you said, you're walking on the street, hearing the young boys speaking patois. Everybody can do what you want to do, of course.
Right.
Sometimes I personally think they rather understand each other traditional language than patois. That's my point of view. And I have other view about it. Maybe that is not going to be welcoming for a Jamaican, but I'm not against anybody, just my point of view. I think the language that you are forced to speak, so as to drop your language, it's not a language I'm not going to search extra to learn if I can speak English with Jamaican.
Right. Stand by, King Sillah. I have a special guest today joining us. Let's see if he could hear us. Yeah, I think it's better if we do audio. Hold on a second. Okay, let's see if we can get him on audio. All right. Okay. Welcome, Abu Bakari, E.B. Taal, your childhood friend, King Sillah, is here with us today. You've arranged this interview for us. We appreciate you. Can you hear us? Our favorite song. Okay, hold on a second.
I'm not seeing the brother man.
All right. Welcome, Abu Bakari. Can you hear it? Okay. All right. We'll ask King Sillah to turn the music down so We can hear Abu Bakr. Thank you, King Sillah. That's my favorite song. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear?
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, today you are, yes, our big brother live on stage, you know.
Numa, Inimbara.
No, I never, you know.
Ile jadi.
So, yeah, I'm like, I want to
Yeah.
Africa, you know.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy to be around. I'm happy to be around and talk about the music, talk about Africa. Yeah,
So please go ahead and speak in Mandinka for the Mandinka viewers who we'd like to reach today. What can you tell those viewers?
Yo, guys, assalamualaikum mbali be kontona. Mandinka kama moy lalu anafo lalu. Yo, guys, bi bejanne ning Dr. Sherry Taal. Puruka music wala po kaja ning Africa la po, Gambia la po, and culture la po. So willing Cindy Jambi. So kaya bari ma King Sillah and the host, Dr. Sherry Mariam Taal. So niwol bejang kaya ndoma pala tanan sign Bakari Taal. Ngalbe kondo.
Yes. Go ahead, Abu Bakari.
Okay, koto ma King Sillah, baraka bake, kontanta bake, kaya dina muso Madam Mam Jara Taal, albeso ke kang to promote the Gambian music, the Gambian culture, the African culture.
Yeah.
Because I told her Mam Jara because King Sillah mama wole ngal tuba la kumo ma atle folola. Kata tuba every year amaga loke. Nara tuba duma meti kami kuma le seri salula ay dua kenye. Birina de benta jamo do kay ko dal beto fale na beto dila Mam Jara Taal. Baba so right now this is the reason I name so yes. So for
yeah, good one. Mam Jara Taal.
Oh,
yeah. It's the cultural way and to get the cultural name. Yeah, man, they were telling me about the name, how it comes about, and and I know very, very well. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
And think lesson today. Yeah.
Because in Gambia, there is no artist like you in foreign in the Gambian history because in the Gambian alone, the Makonta, Inspector Paraki, DJ Kora, but right now, all Demantara active come.
Yeah, man.
Over the world should give salute to you and should be like a kafuma, porque segment to ya, to see that you achieve all your goals because people like you in this generation akoya badale bruka receive also so medwale sibari jara ke dane harge filmo the last time the pruning Mam Jara is okay. We will also make sure we export to the world and on the ground, like I said, there are some stakeholders many along we will try to talk to them to meet them so that you can be able to make a tour in Gambia, with the bar in Ghana.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you for
Bakari, you're in Germany. What's Germany like today? How's everything going in Germany? And do you have any reggae lovers in Germany? And does anyone know about King Sillah in Germany?
Yes. There's a Gambian artist here called Heartbreaker. He was making a concert in Gambia and he invited King Sillah last time he was in the Gambia. So most of them didn't know about him, but when they start to find out who he is, they have maximum respect for him.
Yeah.
So he's the king of the Gambian artists at this right moment in the ranking.
Yeah.
So we are proud about him and we will explore him all over. and to make sure everyone knows about him, because this is very important. And this is not going to be the last time for you to make a show with him. I think we're going to do this very often.
Okay, I would love to.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I mean, different people will see it in a different way, of course. And then I've been on this journey for a long time, but I was not always close to the Gambian media things. So
until now. Okay.
Yeah, that is it. Sometimes it's like because I'm doing something different from everybody, and sometimes maybe I'm not doing a lot enough. I I remember this month ago, I was talking with a very popular Gambian artist, and then I said, I've not been following what is going on in the Gambia in social media when you talk about the music. And now I start listening, but I'm hearing some things that is discouraging. He said, I mean, you are not in no competition with no one. Music is no competition at all. But for the fact that what you're doing, nobody else is doing it. The people just need to know you. That's all. I say, okay, I'm doing what I'm doing. I like what I'm doing. And yeah, I keep doing it.
Okay, let's close with Abu Bakri. We'll talk to you later. Please continue to watch us. We're gonna continue the show, okay?
All right.
Okay. So
Inimbara.
King Sillah,
Yeah.
you know, I consider you a music therapist. From the time I first met you, we all know that music can help to unite people, heal people, liberate people, right? All of that. And you have a gift that, we want to make sure we can share with everyone so that they can, it can make a difference in their lives and they can, get something through your music as well.
Well, just like you said it, everything is about that, because every word that you just mentioned, I mean, healing, I mean, related to make people happy, I mean, demonstrate and preach peace. I mean, everything, almost every song I sing is about that. I sing love songs, but then not much, but then I sing like a love I feel, a break situation, but most of the time I'm singing about the social situation, especially back home. I don't like to see certain social injustice. Yeah. I don't like to see like a poor man is not respected. I'm against that. I don't like to see fightings in the brotherhood because we are from the same father, not from the same mother, and who is the best. I don't like it. I don't like the gun jam, using gun to rule by force and things like that. You can go on. Those are the things I talk about. Yeah, like defending the innocent girls, getting pregnant and dropped, and they will drop off from school and so forth, and they'll be left alone with their responsibility. Things like that. Sometimes I think, like one guy I know, tell me, how can you get to the people with these songs, because you are telling them this is not good, like your advice is not there. That's one of the songs, which is about getting the girls pregnant and leave them alone with the children. They will be trouble from school, the family will reject them, and they will just go and marry and all that. And those kind of things, I couldn't keep quiet. I sing about them. So, but then I always have these in my mind. If music feed me or contribute to feed me, that will be good. But I'm always there to stand on my feet, to support myself and my family. And this message giving channel will keep going on. Whether people embrace it high or not, whether it brings income or not. So it's actually the passion that keeps it going on very well. I have some years that I played so much, and some years I play less, some gigs that play reasonably good enough. Some gigs pay poor, or even some gigs like this year, I did 2 gigs, one that totally free, doing something for ILS, for those sickness, and like playing for organizations that help like poor people in Congo, something like that. So we don't ask even so much for that because I want to be part of doing good things for the people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, we are so grateful. So it's been a very enlightening conversation. Let's keep spreading the word, the love through the universal language of music. And before we, wrap it up today, please share your final thoughts with our viewers before you go, King Sillah.
Yeah, man. Greetings, my people. Greetings, reggae lovers. Greetings, all human lovers. And like we learned from the Bob Marley, one love within mankind. I mean, let's do to each other what we like others to do to us. And everybody deserves to be happy, and everybody needs to be happy. And one love within mankind.
Yeah.
So I say, let the love grow within mankind.
Incredible. Thank you for stopping by and gracing us with your presence and sharing your wisdom with us. Viewers, please support our friends and sponsors. Nextna, nextna.com, my social media team. We have Yay Network, YAI network.org. For the youth who are interested in tech and training, I'll leave the links below to connect with Modu Laman Puye, who's helping to train the youth in tech and help them find work. Also, we would like to send a shout out to Mr. Tom Fofana from safaro.org. We have a Craigslist that was created African style for us. It's a marketplace where you can trade and buy things online. So check it out. It's like Craigslist, Amazon.com, Safaro, SAFARO.org. Thank you so much, everyone. It's a wrap for this episode of Vibe Africa today. Please be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Please hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to the Vitalize Africa channel on YouTube. Thank you, everyone. We'll invite you back again soon, King Sillah.
Thank you very much. Thank you, and have a nice day. I appreciate being here with you. Thank you.